Hey guys, it's Jamie and Sabina from Iowa Diabetes.
Hello.
Here to talk with you guys today about diabetes and drinking alcohol. We get questions about it all the time.
Yes, we do.
And so it's diabetes and alcohol. You definitely can still enjoy one or two drinks depending on if you're a man or a woman. But there are some things that we want you to be aware of. So Sabina, as a dietitian, how does alcohol affect your sugars?
Yeah, there's lots of things that can happen. So in moderation, not too much, but it's when we have things in excess. And so it can really raise havoc in the body. So one of the biggest risks we talk about is hypoglycemia, which is a really fancy word for low blood sugar levels. So it can cause blood sugars to initially rise and then fall. And part of that reason is because our lovely liver that's responsible for producing sugar has to compete with filtering out the alcohol. It's got to make a choice, and it does choose to filter out the alcohol. And so since it's not producing sugar, we do run the risk of going too low.
Yeah, and a lot of times I think people just assume alcohol increases sugar.
Yeah.
And so I think with really sugary drinks, yes, it does. But a couple hours later, after they've stopped drinking or maybe go to bed, they run that risk of going low. So it causes that spike and then that lowering effect.
And that's a good point because the effects last for a long time, like you said, a couple hours even.
Yeah. So in most cases, we do say that you can still enjoy one beverage if you're a woman, two beverages if you're a man, but really trying to limit that per day. So we still do say that you can drink, but only in moderation.
So that means about 5 ounces of wine or 12 ounces of a beer, preferably a light beer. With wine, preferably not the sweetened dessert wines, but maybe a dry white wine, for example, a little less sugar in that, or 1.5 ounces of a hard liquor, such as whiskey or vodka.
And if you are one that are watching your sugars, making sure it's not mixed with all those sugary juices that kind of make it taste better.
Yeah, so maybe doing some tonic water or some diet juice of some sort or Diet Pepsi of some sort to flavor it up just a bit.
Yeah, and so I do like the idea of the lighter beer options because a lot of people are watching their calories as well.
Yeah, because it'll add up quick.
Yeah, it does. So if you are going to enjoy alcohol, we do have some advice for what you should be doing all throughout that time period. And I think number one that we're going to say is check.
Absolutely.
So before you drink, we want you to check your blood sugars. While you're drinking, check your blood sugars. After you're done drinking, check your blood sugars. And that's one, to make sure it's not getting too high. But more importantly, you're not dipping down into that low side.
Yeah. Another great thing to consider is making sure that you're eating while you're drinking alcohol. So, the best way maybe to enjoy alcohol would be maybe a glass of wine or a light beer with dinner. When you're pairing that, you will reduce the risk of going into a low blood sugar event.
Yeah, the absolutely never drinking on that empty stomach. Talk with your doctor. If you are going to be taking and drinking alcohol, they may want to say to reduce one of your medicines just to prevent that low blood sugar from happening. So your doctor may have some advice for you on that as well.
Another thing to consider is to have something on you in case you go low.
Yeah.
Glucose tablets are my personal favorite because, well, they're not as yummy as maybe Skittles or Snickers that you might choose to snack on. But also they're really convenient. They're not as temperature sensitive, so you can keep them in your bag or your purse and take them with you.
And then know your alcohol. How much sugar is in the drink that you're having? Whether it is that light beer that maybe is lighter on carbs, right? Yep. I think we see those all over the commercials.
Yep.
Or are you on the heavier side, the one, maybe the heavy margarita that has a bunch of sugar in it? So know the amount of carbs that are in that. And then I think, just like you said, is come prepared with that snack or that sugar. So enjoy. I know it's spring. I know everybody's kind of getting outside now and maybe having more beverages on the driveway or on the patio.
Yes.
But just be prepared and be safe.
Yes, be safe.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.